Lacey here with the Sweet Pea Chef, and raise your hand if you've been craving sweets. I know I have, and I know I see all these baked goods everywhere. So today I want to share with you 3 super easy, high protein mug cakes that are sweet and delicious and filling, and they're made with all real ingredients that are good for you so you can eat them, get rid of that craving, and then move on with your life. So a lot of us are craving carbs right now. We see all these baked goods that look delicious on YouTube and Instagram, and it can really make you start craving those carbs, especially in times of stress like we're all in right now. But the problem with most baked goods that we're seeing that look so delicious is that they're full of unhealthy fats, unhealthy sugars, and refined flours. And we don't want any of that. But fortunately, we can easily replace all of that with these easy protein mug cakes. So let's get started. So the awesome thing about mug cakes is that you can make an individual portion. They take less than 3 minutes to cook in the microwave, and you have hardly any cleanup. Plus, you can easily sub out a lot of the flours with protein powder, making each one of these mug cakes I'm gonna share with you today at least 30 grams of protein. So first off, you know we gotta start with a chocolate protein mug cake. If you're craving brownies and chocolate cakes and just chocolate in general, this is definitely gonna hit the spot. So we're gonna grab a microwave safe mug and we're going to grease the inside with a little bit of coconut oil. If you don't wanna use coconut oil, you can always use a little bit of unsalted grass-fed butter. Then go ahead and set that aside. Now in a small mixing bowl, we're gonna combine all of our ingredients. We're gonna start with 2 scoops of protein powder. That's gonna be the chocolate protein powder. Not all protein powders are created equal. I really like the Naked Nutrition brand for my protein. It's very low in added flavors and chemicals, and it's just a really good high quality whey protein. But choose whatever protein you want. We're gonna need about 1/4 cup of it, which for me is 2 scoops. Followed by some coconut sugar, coconut flour, dark cocoa powder, a little bit of baking powder. Then we're gonna stir all this together using a whisk or a spoon or a fork. Your milk of choice, I use unsweetened almond milk, but any milk will work for this, and a large egg. You could sub your large egg with some extra egg whites, or you could also use a flax egg if you are vegan. Then we're gonna whisk all this together until it's nicely mixed, and then we're gonna pour that into our mug. Now, if you wanted a vanilla mug cake, you would just not add in any dark cocoa powder, and you would just replace your chocolate protein powder with vanilla protein powder. So this recipe is really easy to make either chocolate or vanilla mug cakes, which is cool. We're gonna transfer our mug carefully to the microwave, and we're gonna microwave on high for 60 to 90 seconds. We're gonna look for the mug cake to actually start growing in the microwave, so it's a good idea to watch it. And then when it starts to fall back down after it's already reached its highest level, that's when you know that it's fully cooked and you can stop the microwave. I love the combination of peanut butter with chocolate, so I love adding a little bit of natural peanut butter on top of my chocolate mug cakes, and then I dig in. This is so rich and so delicious. If you are not as big of a chocolate fan, or if you're craving some tart lemon, this recipe is for you. We're gonna be making a lemon protein mug cake using fresh lemons, and it just takes a few ingredients. Prep your mug the exact same way with your coconut oil or unsalted butter, and then set that aside. Then in a mixing bowl, we're gonna combine 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, which is roughly 1/4 cup of protein powder, followed by some coconut sugar, coconut flour, baking powder. Then we're gonna stir all this together. Your milk of choice, 1 egg, and some fresh lemon zest. This zest is very important because it's gonna add a ton of flavor, and some freshly squeezed lemon juice. If you're out of lemons, you could also use lemon extract. Then we're gonna stir all that together and then transfer it into our prepared mug. Place it in the microwave for 60 to 90 seconds. And remember, we're looking for the mug cake to start to fall back down after it rises. It's gonna get super high at first, and then it'll fall back down a little bit. That's when you know it's done. So I love having like a lemon icing whenever I have lemon baked goods. So I'm gonna quickly make a Greek yogurt topping to put on top of this lemon mug cake. So in a small bowl, just combine some full-fat Greek yogurt, a little bit more lemon zest, and either some pure maple syrup or some raw honey, and then just mix that together, and it is just the perfect topping for this mug cake. So if you love carrot cake, you're gonna love this mug cake. We're gonna be making a homemade single serving protein carrot cake mug cake, and it's high in protein. It's basically a smaller version of the carrot cake I have on my blog, and I also have a video for that if you wanna check it out. It's really easy to make, and let me show you. Go ahead and prep your mug the same way with the coconut oil, and then set that aside. And then in a small mixing bowl, we're gonna combine our protein powder. I'm using vanilla protein powder, followed by some coconut sugar, coconut flour, baking baking powder, some ground cinnamon. Then we're gonna stir all this together. Gonna add in some freshly grated carrots, an egg, and some milk, and then we're gonna mix that together really well. Transfer that to the mug, and then we're gonna place this in the microwave. You know the drill, 60 to 90 seconds until it starts to fall back down. And then on this one, I also like to add a little bit of a topping. I add just a little bit of Greek yogurt for that little bit of bite, because icing and carrot cake just seem to go together. And then I top it with some raisins. You don't have to add the raisins if you don't want to. I know some people are particular about raisins. I love them, and they add a little bit of sweetness, so they are really good in this mug cake. For more healthy desserts to satisfy that sweet tooth, check out my healthy desserts playlist, and I will see you in the next video.